I like sanding, it's a part of the job. You take a rough piece of lumber and you turn it into something smooth, it's magical. When I'm sanding, I'm in a zone. I get in a zone and if I'm hand sanding, I'm looking at the grain, I'm going through the grits and I'm saying, am I leaving any marks? I wipe away the dust and it looks beautiful. And I keep going. Then I get to the next one and you just sand away. And you can feel the finish of the wood getting smoother and cleaner and crisper. And then the depth of the wood is brought out. When you're sanding, you have to think about the stages of the paper that you're going to go through and how aggressive you need to be up front. Let's say I've taken a piece that's rough sawn, whether it's a circular saw, whether it's a bandsaw, and I want to get into that and make it flat and smooth. You could get in with a belt sander and go in really aggressively if you need be. From that, then you're going to drop down to different grits. But lots of times I'll start with an 80 grit if I'm doing something rough. I would go even with a 60 grit if I really want to get rid of that saw mark. But I would go quickly with that and then jump 80, 100, 120, 150, 180. You don't want to jump your grits in the beginning from, let's say, 100 to 220. You want to use the grits in between. But when you get up into the 220, you could go 220, 320, 400, 500. That's when you can start to switch, but that's really important that you also wipe it down and clean it, because if any of the 80 grit stones from the paper are left on it, you put 100 on top of it, they're going to be mixed in there and you're going to have lines. So you have to make sure everything's cleaned between your paper grits and make sure that you don't have any leftover grit. Lots of times, depending on the finish that you want, 220, 320 is the highest you need to go. But if, when you're doing high gloss finishes, you have to be more precise about your sanding. Sanding is the key to a good finish. If you don't have a good sanding job, the finish isn't going to fill in those voids. It's going to telegraph those voids. So you have to make sure that it's done right. You're just going to spend more time sanding and more time in that zone.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button. Make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.